Can I say something about Burna Boy just quick?
Let's do it.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
So I'm trying to be objective, right? That
Yeah.
song with the brandy sitting on top of the world sample is incredibly lazy.
It's the same. It's like the same beat, right?
It's the same beat, slightly pitched up a little bit faster. But it made me think, what did people think when we were sampling 70s records in the 90s and 2000s?
Right. Well, I think we've talked about this a million times in the show. There's a difference between like, sometimes it's like Puff would just be like, no, I'm going to loop this.
You know what I'm saying? More problems.
No changes.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
It's a hit. You know it.
It's a hit.
Like I don't think about it this way because, this song came out when I was 14 years old and 14 years old. And I like love it, obviously. But like when you realize that like Hypnotize is really just like that Herb Alpert like loop.
It's the beat. Yeah. With a little bit of
a little bit,
sauce,
nothing. I
sauce.
mean,
yeah,
barely anything, I'm sure like if you grew up, but I don't know. I think a couple things are different, right? I think, it was still, even though like for our parents' generation, like it was entirely like, I'm sure they were like, oh, I remember this record or this record, but like music is so much more accessible now.
Right.
That it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's harder to be caught off surprise or like, oh, that sounds fresh. It's like, does it?
Yeah.
I'm also, I don't know. I'd be curious what you think. Like, I feel some kind of way about like sampling modern sound, or we'll say like, if it doesn't sound dusty, right? Like basically like when you're sampling something and you don't even transform it really. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes the transforming isn't doing something with the beat. It's because you're like, oh, this is like some old dusty jazz sample, but I'm rapping on it.
Right.
I'm transforming it, doing something different. It's like, no, here's like a rap or a rap record or an R&B record that's produced like a rap record.
Right.
And I'm just going to rap on it again. Like I saw something floating around. Maybe I saw this on Songs and Samples or something like that, where it's like somebody just rapped over "You Don't Know My Name." And like they put that out as a song. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. I was like, I mean, we should just call those freestyles.
Well, it was so that guy is actually a former Christian rapper. So he was all in that mix, leaves, and then like many people who leave the subgenre, ends up blowing up. So because the freestyle went viral, it became this campaign to have Alicia clear it. Cause you know what the kids say, I need this on Spotify. And so
the kids do say that.
They do.
Yeah.
It's a mashup between like a Prince song and Beyonce. Like they're not clearing. That has to get cleared. That's not getting cleared. It's not going to be on Spotify. Be happy with the 30 seconds that it's on TikTok. Yeah. I'm with you though on the, on it being like dusty or just making something out of it. But at the same time,
doing something different to make it. Otherwise you're just, I mean, I don't know. You can just say you're rapping on the same beat again. Like,
but is it dusty? Is it dusty because where those records are getting sampled from vinyl and then music from the 90s and 2000s are technically getting sampled from CDs so that the dustiness isn't there?
Well, yeah, there's no dusty, right? Part of it, there's no dustiness. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking about like, what's the laziest, like, what's a really lazy sample from like that Puff Shiny Suit era? It doesn't have to be by Puff.
I mean,
we trying to stay alive.
Yeah, that's lazy. More Money, More Problems is lazy. It's the sample.
Are they doing a little something with that? They are. They're doing a little something.
They bump the drums up a little bit.
They're playing drums on top. Burna Boy is not even doing that.
Yeah, he literally he put a filter in Adobe Audition. Like
maybe
it's bad.
Also, like, he got me because I was like, okay, hold on. This guy's got RZA and GZA on this. He's obviously a fan. And then it's like nothing. There's like a super brief RZA interlude. And then when GZA's on a track, it's like he cuts the beat out and it just raps at the end. And I was like,
Who, Burna Boy?
yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah,
On his album?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're like, really?
All right.
Burna Boy.
Okay.
Sitting on top of the world, guy?
Sitting on top of the world. And what did he sample? Oh, the Tony Braxton record. He wasn't made
That at least was a little clever.
a little bit. So what are the kids good? We're so old. What are the kids gonna sample in 20 years? Is somebody gonna sample I Just Wanna Rock?
Yes.